For what it is, a political prosecution. It's what the Trump teams have been saying all along.
But the fact that they are holding a rally across the seat from this very witch hunt, right across the street, tells us exactly what we all knew all along, that it is a political persecution.
The Biden folks have finally done it. After months of saying the politics had nothing to do with this trial, they showed up and made a campaign event out of a Lower Manhattan trial day for President Trump. And the best that Biden can do is roll out a washed-up actor.
The Rock, Patrick Mahomes, Cardi B, lots of celebrities who endorsed Biden last time, refusing to run it back. So they recycled Punchy Bobby. Behind the scenes, Politico reports that Biden's hoping to seize on the Trump verdict by making an address to the nation from the White House. And on the campaign trail, will begin calling Trump a convicted felon. It's almost like they know the outcome. Biden's political strategy is identical to Bragg's legal strategy. Both men campaigned on stopping Trump, and both are now doing it in court, inside the courthouse and outside. And they're both using the same actors, porn stars, and despicable lawyers.
Hey, welcome back. It's your man Wise. We have a great collage of videos to share with you guys. The liberals, they're saying the quiet part out loud. I think they're trying to get ahead of an acquittal. I think that's what they're trying to do. But sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Let's get after it.
What Michael's getting at is the burden of proof is an important one to remind everyone. It's on the prosecution, right? They need to prove beyond reasonable doubt that that Donald Trump broke the law. And you think, after listening to all of this, you think they fell short? How?
They fell way short, because let's start with reasonable doubt. What is reasonable doubt? And it's not simply a doubt based upon reason. Anytime a human being needs to make an important decision in life, if you have enough information, for example, doctor says you need open heart surgery. Doc, go ahead and schedule. I don't have a reasonable doubt. Conversely, if I say, I appreciate it, but I need a second opinion, I need more information, that is having a reasonable doubt. There is reasonable doubt all over this case. Where is Keith Schiller? Where is Alan Weisselberg? How did Michael Cohen get away with stealing $30,000? Hold a pity party for him. Made $4 million on this. Thought he'd be chief of staff. He's a fixer. If the plumber comes to my house to fix my leak, I could be home. That doesn't mean I know how he's doing it and what it's taking to be fixed. Stormy Daniels, let's hold a pity party for her. Why do we need to know whether or not the former president wore a condom or not? It's simply about, did the former president know that books, his records, false entries, for legal fees, Michael Cohen was his lawyer. Did he intend to cover up the election or to protect his family? It's everywhere.
When Randy gets to whisper tones, I start getting concerned.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'm glad that they are finally starting to admit it. All of these cases, they're all sham cases. And the Democrats are hanging their hat on this case right here. In the first clip, when this video opens up, it's mentioned by Jesse Waters that Biden has already said, we're running on the platform that he's a convicted felon. Make that make sense. How does he already know that that's the platform that they're running on? Let's hear from the people out in New York.
And how have you handled this trial?
I'm a Trump fan, 100%. I think what they're doing to him is outrageous.
Today's a big day. I mean, Trump trial is wrapped up. What do you think's going to happen? How do you feel?
You know, my husband, I'm kind of in like a different place. He thinks he's going to get convicted. I think it's just a big nothing burger.
Do you feel that this trial...
It's just a target.
He's a target.
Yeah, he is. They know that he has a chance to make America great again, and they just using that against him. That's what it is. It's just dirty politicians.
Looking for a guilty verdict.
Looking for a guilty verdict. Do you think it could happen?
Could happen.
I think ultimately he'll be able to run even if he is convicted. I think it's more of like a show.
All right, Fox News contributor Sarah Carter, you know, for a liberal city, interesting comments.
Oh, absolutely, Sean. And you can see the shift in how people are thinking. I think the majority of people are sick and tired. I know everyone I've been talking to said they're tired of these sham courtroom dramas. They're tired of President Trump being targeted. And that's the majority of people, even those that are independents or would consider themselves Democrats. They see this as the weaponization of the court system, the weaponization and lawfare. And they feel that President Trump is being targeted because of who he is, not what he's done. And in fact, I think what's really even more interesting is when you ask people, well, you want him prosecuted. For those that do want him prosecuted, what is he being charged with? They don't even have an answer. They can't even express what he's actually being charged with. And I think that says something about this prosecution. It says something about the judge. It says something about the way the Biden administration has handled this.
Seems like the people are split 50-50. The brother really disappointed me. Looking for a guilty verdict? You know nothing about the case, but you're looking for a guilty verdict. It's crazy. No one actually knows what the charges are. They haven't actually been able to articulate the charges and how they assume that he's guilty of whatever those charges are. But it's up to the prosecution to, without any reasonable doubt, prove that this man is guilty. There can be no doubt at all in this. They have to prove without reasonable doubt that this man is guilty. And to be honest with you, I just don't think that's something that they could do. Let's keep it going.
I don't know that they have proved beyond a reasonable doubt that even if you believe the prosecution's theory of the case, that Michael Cohen was doing this and Alan Weisselberg was doing that and McConney was doing this and all these people were doing all this stuff, I don't know that they've proven that Donald Trump knew.
They have not.
Yeah.
They absolutely have not. And I think.
And this case is not a slam dunk, which means that Donald Trump may very well not be convicted. Acquitted is the worst case scenario for Democrats because then it's the only trial you have. Look, I think.
You can see how some of the deck has been stacked against Donald Trump. The jury, of course, largely from or all from Manhattan, 90% of which voted for Joe Biden. We know that, too. So the cake is baked on the biases here. The American people, though, fundamentally, they like and want fairness. If they perceive this to be unfair, it's going to blow up in the Democrats' face. And now you have Joe Biden saying he's going to comment on this trial from the White House. Not to mention the fact he went out today and had like a campaign rally with Robert De Niro kind of brushing Trump back and trying to go after Trump. He has made this political, a massive misstep by the Biden campaign and the Biden White House. It reeks of unfairness. The American people reject that in all forms.
While Republicans seem to be uniting behind Trump, whatever opposition he faced in the primaries has largely melted away. And the trials against him keep him in the spotlight, infuriate his base, who sees him as a martyr, and even may serve to make him the object of some sympathy among people in general who believe that his prosecutors are politically motivated. This happens to be true, in my opinion. I doubt the New York indictment would have been brought against a defendant whose name was not Donald Trump. A majority of Americans are skeptical that Trump will be able to get a fair trial, according to a CNN poll.
What people don't understand, and maybe you guys understand, first off, Americans in general, we love an underdog. We love it. And we've seen persecution. We've seen it. People in the black community are starting to rally behind Donald Trump behind it because they can see what's going on. You know, people in the poor community are starting to rally behind Trump because they can see what is going on. People around the world are rallying behind Trump because they see what is going on, especially those that may come from countries that do this type of thing all the time. And they're rallying behind Trump. What I will say is this: if the Democrats and this Biden administration is so good, why are they doing this? If the Democrat Party is as great as they say they are, and they do for the American people what they say they've done, why are they doing this? If the Biden administration has been so great, why aren't they standing on those policies and initiatives? Why? Those are questions that I have for them and for anybody that is standing up for this administration. Why? Let me know what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Drop me a comment down below. I appreciate all the love and support. Keep God first in your life. Stay prayed up. And I'm going to catch up with you all next time.